Hey guys. I don't know about where y'all are, but here it's super hot. We've been having a big heat wave this week. Today was like 101 degrees and it was just super hot. And right now it's like 10 o'clock at night and it's still 80 something. So I'm really hot right now. Anyway, I don't think I mentioned this before, but when I was at VidCon, I went to the slam poetry panel slash session. There were a bunch of up and coming poets and a bunch of established poets who performed their work. And then there were also a panel discussion with some YouTube poets. I was never into poetry growing up. Like English class was always really hard because I'm such a slow reader. And a lot of the poetry concepts and stuff, like the symbolism and the metaphors and all these things, were always really hard for me to understand. It might also be because I didn't really apply myself in high school, but that's a totally other topic. Anyway, my bestie Vincent told me about the panel at VidCon, and so I went to the panel, and it was really, really cool. The slam poetry session was just amazing. It was just so emotional and powerful, and it was just mind-blowing. Like, I think I have a totally different and new appreciation for poetry now. Not to say that I read a lot of poetry. I still don't read poetry, but the poetry that I've been exposed to recently has all been really cool and really beautiful, and I try to appreciate it for as much as I can get out of it. I recently joined a Nerdfighter Poets group on Facebook, and a lot of the members post their own poetry. They share it, and then people like comment and like and everything. And it's really cool to see people's different styles and what they write about and all these things. I tried my hand at like my first real poem this week, and I submitted it yesterday. I got a few likes, which is it's cool. But for me, it was more just like the process of going through and writing a poem on my own, not because like somebody assigned it to me or something, but because I wanted to do it, and it was just an interesting process to sort of go through and to try to write my poem and to express myself in this way. It was just a really cool experience, and it goes back to all these things that I've been doing in the last couple of years of expanding my comfort zone. This is something that I've never really done before, and writing and poetry has always been really difficult for me. It's always been something that's like different from what I do because I do math. So like now I'm sort of going into that or appreciating it more. And so I'm expanding my comfort zone to include more writing and poetry as well. Not necessarily to be like a big hobby or anything, but it's just another way of expanding my perspective on things and just becoming more, I don't know, appreciative of everything and everyone. Anyway, I posted that poem on Tumblr, so I'll link that in the doobly-doo. A few of the members in the Nerdfighter Poets group are thinking of writing some poems for Esther Day. Basically, what we would do is we would write a poem as if we were talking to Esther, like what would we say to Esther? And I really like this idea because I've been really inspired by Esther in the last few months. I've been thinking about what to write for the last few days, and it's really hard to express the way that Esther has inspired me. I think that's part of the challenge of poetry, is that I'm trying to express all these things that I feel on paper, and it's just really difficult. But I'm going to try, and hopefully it'll be great. But I have like less than a week because Esther Day is coming up pretty soon, so, it should be great though. Anyway, that's it for now, so I'll see you guys next week. I hope you're all having an amazing week. And stay cool if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, stay warm if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. You're amazing, you're wonderful, and you are loved. I'm totally winning. Bye.